thing that I think that is great about fifth grade is that we have amazing teachers and we have more responsibilities and people look up to us and we are the fifth grade seniors.
Our student council has done many things this year, such as Lead Like Me. We also gathered food for Stock the Pantry and dressed up like storybook elves to read to our pre-Kers and kindergartners.
That we have lockers in fifth grade because I've always wanted a locker. I don't know. And I like that we're the oldest people at Homer because people always look up to us. I like the teachers because they're really nice.
We have very amazing teachers. Our students are amazing. We have our own lockers. We have a lot of responsibilities. We can't turn if we don't turn our work on time. We can't make it up. We can't get excuses up. So all through fifth grade is very amazing.
What I like about fifth grade is that Mrs. Presley always gives us hands-on experience.
Does anybody remember the numbers? After like 8 years, 18 years, 60. 60 settlers in Quebec. So they weren't very successful in that, right? But other than that, they're not making long-lasting settlements. So their settlements aren't growing because people in France, they're like, we don't want to go over there. It's not attractive to them. All right, so that's a recap on that. The Swedes come in and they're like, oh, are they going to take over our relationship with these people wanting to buy this land? But Native Americans, what's their belief when it comes to land?
They don't own it.
You don't own the land, right? And so the Native Americans, they accepted the money offer, but they thought it was for the use of what was on the land, not actually purchasing land. So you should have supply and demand and allies. Now, as the English and the Dutch colonists, they moved into new parts of New France, fighting over fur trade began among the settlers. The Native American groups also.
I like whenever you don't know something on a worksheet or at Study Island and the teachers always help you.
I think my favorite subject in math class is adding and subtracting, unlike fractions.
Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you disagree. Number 8. What is the quotient? 480 divided by 9, Ryan? 53, remainder 3. Thumbs up if you agree. Thumbs down if you got something else. Okay, good job. Open back up to page 6. Okay, so we're talking about equivalent fractions and decimals. Some of them are pretty easy. Which ones are easier to do equivalent fractions and decimals? If they're what? Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. Those are easy, right? Let's look at one real quick. 2/5. How do I write 2/5 as a division problem? All fractions are division problems. How do I write it though? Ryan, what do I do? 2 divided by 5, which means the 2 goes on the inside, the 5 goes on it. Did I put the 4 right here?
Yes.
Why can't I put it over here?
That's the whole number.
That would be a whole number and it doesn't go 4 whole times, does it? Besides that, 5 didn't go into 2, did it? So I can't put the 4 up there. Okay, then I multiply 4 times 5 is 20. And so we get 0.
I like how they let us be freely sometimes, but are still a little strict on on what we need to get done and what we don't need to get done. But if we have to have it done first and then this, fun comes after, work comes before, and that's what I like about 5th grade.
I think my favorite class is reading, and that's because we get to read these very interesting class novels.
And you know what? I'm going to throw in another one on number 10. I think that it could also be A.
Oh God!
I know. I want you to put how many they have missed. So you'll be minus, and then if they miss 0, it's minus 0. Okay? Alright. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to return the paper to their owner, and you're going to put your colored pencil away in pen 9. Find the description graphic organizer, please, in your foldable. What's it look like? Sunshine. So we put the topic of paragraph number 1. We put it in the middle. Okay, what did we say the topic of number 1 is? What? Game of football. So here we go. You each have your own paper. Be looking. Yeah. If we go up here, and some of you were saying where a ball is either run and there should be or kicked into a goal. What is that describing the game of football, or is that describing the games of rugby and soccer? Yeah.
5th grade is definitely the best grade in my opinion in this school because you get more like Chromebook time. Like almost every day you're on a Chromebook. In other grades you're really not. And like Jackson said, you get hands-on experience, and we have the best teachers too. Yeah.
I like recess and lunch. I like learning new things. I like the subject math and writing, and I like how we can do fun stuff that we couldn't do before in 5th grade, like experiments or on the computer projects.
Once a week we get to go to the Stream Lab, and I like it because it's more hands-on learning than just sitting in a classroom and not really do anything but listen and maybe scribble some notes. You get to move around and kind of learn as you go.
I like music class in 5th grade because we learn a lot of fun stuff, and we did a music program over Heroes All, and it was about people who have made the world a better place.
There we go, sing out. In the morning, things all through the night. In the evening, think till you get it right. Maybe if I try. Think, watch me. Think. I can run, I can fly, I can teach, I can shine, I can know, for you know.
is that we're the oldest and that we have more responsibilities, and we get to do basketball, and we have to rotate to all 3 classes and do more work, and we have more responsibilities than last year because we have to turn in our stuff on time and we don't get to make any excuses, and we have different teachers like Miss Butler, and we have some new people this year.
Like playing basketball, and I love how they make sure that we get our work done before we do it so we don't fall behind with the other people.
The thing is, when I'm in science, we're all happy, laughing, and then my favorite thing to do is basketball.
Like the teachers, I like the way that they support us whenever we're having trouble with work. I like spending time with my friends. We are the oldest, so everybody has to look up to us, and we can't just make up excuses and say we didn't have time to do our work or anything. We have to do it, and if we don't do it, we get a 0, which is different, but we have to get used to it because they're getting us ready for 6th grade. And we have a lot of responsibilities, but 5th grade is probably the best year yet.
I am a Homer Elementary 5th grader. I have great expectations for myself. I accept the challenge to become the best I can be. I was born to be a winner, and I will not allow myself to think of failure. Yesterday's failures are behind me. Today's successes are now before me. I will make